Good evening everyone, Daniel Miller here. How are you all doing? Thank you all for coming and joining my Destiny 1 broadcast yet again. I had a wonderful day so far. We had an earlier morning broadcast which was very successful and thoroughly enjoyable. Quite a few community members coming in. Matthias was here with us as well, and he was guiding me to certain tasks. We completed one of the more difficult missions where lots of different bits were to be collected. He also presented me with the locations of several calcified fragments in the Court of Oryx area, so I collected some of those, which was tremendous. And then we concluded it at the end with Varix and Petra discussions that completed those missions. So, as you know, I've been very busy today. We had a momentous day in the UK. For all of you who are interested in politics, you will know by now what's happened, so I was very much engaged with all of those ongoings. Therefore, my streams today were somewhat shorter than usual. But indeed, we are here tonight to have a shorter stream of Destiny 1 again. We'll engage with our hunter and tackle some of the enemies in our future mission. So without further ado, let's just dive in. Playing hunter, human male, and as you know, the character is played by DRBMiller, in other words, myself. How was your day? What did you do today? Were you in school, college? Were you at work? Did you go anywhere? Did you go out for a stroll? Did you exercise? Did you go swimming? Or did you just stay in and play? Did you just play games all day long? Let us know. Send us a tweet, send us a message, contact us on Instagram, and tell us all about your activities. I always love hearing about those, and indeed our community members do as well. For everyone who's been listening to me earlier today, you would have heard, not just today, but in the last few days, that I've been telling you about Anthem. Anthem is the major new game released by BioWare, and I'm really looking forward to the streams and beta testing and all those niceties, which will be taking place within the next few weeks. So I'm presently running a small pledge campaign in order to enable the streams. You can donate to support Anthem broadcasts. What that means is you just go to my Streamlabs on my Twitch channel. There is the info section and you have a tab indicating that you can donate. So if anyone's interested in watching Anthem streams and indeed supporting all that is to unravel, beginning with beta tests and then developing later on with my skill and knowledge build-up, you can donate through that tab. And any form of support indeed will be greatly appreciated, because what I'd like to do is I'd like to purchase the top tier edition before the game comes out, so that I'll be entitled to beta testing as well as everything else. And indeed there will be some other niceties thrown in then at a later stage through BioWare, I believe. That's the idea. So altogether I think the price is about £80 or £90. And any form of contribution and any donations will obviously help tremendously in me acquiring, first of all, the top tier game edition, which is of Anthem, and then any other revenue left will be used in order to support the stream. So something to keep in mind if you enjoyed my channel and all of our community participations and discussions. Anthem will be the next big thing. It's been described as Destiny meeting Mass Effect meeting Destiny, and lots of people are really hyped up about the game. We all want to see how it all panned out at the end. We enjoyed some tremendous trailers and about 20 minutes of gameplay, which was screened during the E3 event earlier last year. Altogether looked very exciting, but I have to say, since that event, there seem to have been quite a few tweaks and enhancements, and the latest I've seen was absolutely astonishing. So I simply cannot wait to jump in and don that javelin suit to my character. And after that, I'll be able to do every single section of the game in co-op. As they announced earlier today, that the game is going to be also having matchmaking of players and fire teams for every single section of the game. So that's really tremendous. Really look forward to that. And indeed, any form of support coming from the community between today and the beta testing date will be very greatly appreciated. As I said, easy to support. You simply go to my Twitch channel and then you look at information section, and then there's a tab there for donations. Lots of people had contributed during the last few months and supported this channel. I'm very, very grateful for that. I use Streamlabs, which obviously are very easy to use, and every single donor and every single person participating will be given a small reward, which obviously can be discussed with every single person separately. Some people like adventure games, others like RPGs, others are quite keen on DVDs and films, so every form of donation will be greatly appreciated and rewarded by myself, and I'll discuss the rewards with every person individually. Right, so we've come to our section when we decide where to go, and quite frankly I will need to be looking at my inventory first. The inventory is where we want to be at the moment. Let me see, subclass in here has been given some enhancements. Path forgotten. Avoidable grenade, spy grenade. I think this is quite a good grenade. Okay. Alright, so that's pretty good. I keep forgetting that I don't have any gliding and jumping. It's double jump, high jump. Okay, double jumping is allocated in here. Okay, we'll try that. And we have also one enhancement on our cloak, which is a tremendous cloak I got from Varix, and that's Cloak of the Sixth Reign. No, I'm quite wrong. I think I was given it by Cade. But unfortunately I do not have everything necessary to enhance. We have some engrams as well. So that tells me the first destination, the first port of call is the tower. So if we go to the tower. Are you guys also excited about Anthem? If so, let me know. Send us a message, drop us a tweet, and I'll be very, very glad to hear from all of you. I think that the trailers which have been released during the last couple of weeks have been truly exciting, and they are telling us a bit more about the game. I'm really curious to see how the idea of that joint venture Mass Effect style RPG entering the Destiny world will actually work out in practice. Hoping there'll be no glitches, hoping that everything is going to be as perfect as expected, and so far all the pointers are telling me that the other game I played recently, I finished it in fact last night, and obviously did not stream it, was the wonderful adventure game produced by Quantic Dream called Beyond Two Souls. And as you know, I'm a great fan of adventure games and I love Quantic Dream, so I thoroughly enjoyed it. Played it for quite a while during the last few weeks. It's a fairly lengthy-ish adventure game with lots of different outcomes and options, all dependent on your choices and discussions you have with various characters. But at the end, it was all very, very interesting. I was actually surprised to read that lots of industry insiders objected to the ending, which they found a bit silly and backward and nonsensical. I quite enjoyed it, and I think it was probably dependent on my choices throughout the game. But on the other hand, the game did combine various genres. You had a bit of supernatural, a bit of adventure game, a bit of RPG. Then you had also a section which was almost like a Call of Duty military style, and you had some adventures underwater. So altogether comprising 4 or 5 different genres. It seemed very, very engaging. The game was fairly serious, so there weren't any entertaining, i.e. sort of humorous moments in it, but I thought everybody in the game performed so well, and just generally one of those games you want to replay again and again, because obviously depending on the questions you ask and the choices you make, you get different outcomes. So my outcome was actually quite a happy one, and I was given the option of ending up with the main character, not just alone but also with other participants. But then at the end I've chosen to lead my life alone. The reason for that was the character and I played it as very subdued, quiet and emotional right from the beginning. Somebody who'd consider to be perhaps of an antisocial personality, and that worked out very, very well in my gameplay. So definitely I highly recommend you Beyond Two Souls. Beyond Two Souls was made by Quantic Dream, the developers of Detroit Becoming Human, one of their more recent games, and Heavy Rain and Fahrenheit. And indeed, if you're interested, you can just access the game through PlayStation Now services, which are basically Sony's Netflix for gaming. You can access the game straight away by coming in, basically by clicking the right button. You can just stream them directly to your console and then play them at will. In addition, some of the games could be also downloaded, and therefore they can be streamed. But I think overall, this channel is presently focusing on Destiny and also in due course Anthem. As you know, I've streamed some other games earlier in the season, well, during last season, and Destiny seemed to have been obviously the one that attracted the greatest interest, the largest number of followers, and we have kept Destiny and Bungie as the backbone of this channel for now. Right, so we come back to the base, and we now are going to be collecting some of the bits. I can see that the postmaster has something for us there.
From the reef prior to the
engrams. Primary weapon
Whenever
engram.
you need me again, Guardian.
So perhaps I have too many primary weapons in there. Mosaraya. Well, these weapons are all very, very good, so we shall give this one a miss for the time being. And we'll go to Master Rahul in order to decoy those engrams.
Cade scouts have brought us some intriguing discoveries recently.
Indeed, sir. So did I. I encountered the enemies and interesting relics and finds in those distant lands. Thank you for your reward.
Guardian.
So I got 200 glimmer, and we have plenty of engrams in
Sure
here.
you know what you're aiming at.
So that's, where's that? Heath,
Wonderful. Yes.
Might of Light, PSI, Alto,
Promise me you'll take good care of that.
Trax Owners, Rift Valley,
Good weapon.
Might of Light, Sino Lamprey,
You're very lucky, Guardian.
Takanomi Ranger, and look at that, Sino Lamprey as well, the big helmet. So let's double check on our kit. 351 is definitely better than what we've got here. Yeah, so we are going to go back to that, and the other we'll get rid of. We have 380, 348 and 350. We are keeping 380 of course. Some extra boots, 347, 340, 351 and 351. Okay, we have double on 351, so not needed, but definitely we can infuse those just to increase. And let's see, we'll go for, oh no, we don't have legendary marks, so we can't really infuse anything at the moment there, which is disappointing. Okay, so these are sorted. Some new weapons. We have Rift Valley 351. And this is a machine gun, so that's quite useful because at the moment we do not have another one. Then we have Heath fusion rifle 351, which is pretty good as well. And then I have 348. Let's have a look. What is this? We have pulse rifle and scout rifle. Those two are pretty good as well, but I have too many weapons here at the moment. So what's this? Rinse. What's rinse? 340, 343. Mosaraya. Okay, so this is identical. Do not need two of those. This one will go with. And then we have Trax Owners, Scout Rifle, and this Pulse Rifle. Well, I guess I can keep that rifle for the time being, depending on what else we've picked up. Been keeping this one for a little while. Probably have to use it sometime, maybe in one of the patrols. We'll see. So that's all sorted out. And now we are going to go where? We have another engram in there. Let's try that one.
Checking.
It's primary
Check,
weapon
check.
engram.
Have an efficient day.
Thank you, my dear friend. I shall be back after another hard battle.
Hunters always have something intriguing, wielded wisely.
Trax Devoiter. Let's see. Trax Devoiter. Scout Rifle. Okay, so I think we'll just keep that Trax Devoiter. And that's fine. We are done here. And we can then just focus on the rest of the activities. Nothing for us to find in there. And before going to battle, we are going to be having a nice, relaxing view of our city. Which is what I always do before I get into battle, because you never know when you go to war whether you're going to come back in one piece. And therefore enjoying what you love the best. And the city and the planet which we are protecting is always soothing and indeed very relaxing. So let's see what other missions we have at the moment. Artifacts of the Iron Lords, so that we can peg. This will be done in the Plaguelands. The Corrupted Land. Complete patrols in the Plaguelands. They need to be completed as well. How many have I got in there? 5, 3, 2. Oh no, that looks like a long grind as well. Wrath of the Machine is a raid. Arkenforge victories. We found the rifle. Shattered Past. Calcified fragments. I see we still need to find 2 more. King's Fall raid. Avoidability kills. Never ending battle. Mind you, we could do complete strikes in the Vanguard Heroic Strike playlist. That's also a possibility. Gather Hadian flakes from the Dreadnought and Mites of Light to purify them. Court of Oryx. Depose the court. Yeah, we've not actually completed that either. High value targets. We have those as well. Return to prison. Age of Triumph. Okay, story missions. Vanguard Elite. I see, so that's Crucible, isn't it? Alright, so we've got some of those. We'll crack on with our patrols in here. I think they are to be in the Plaguelands. So complete patrols in the Plaguelands, and then we have several in there that also need completion, so that is what we're going to do. And before we go there, we need to be talking to our bounty tracker. We'll pick up some bounties hopefully from him. Let's have a look. Has he got any?
Yes, Guardian.
Void ability kills, void weapon kills, patrol Venus. Nah, that's not really what we want to do. And these are the bounties for heroic strikes, which obviously we may do a bit later. We need to perform some noble deeds in there as well. So that's all looking good. And for everyone familiar, we did have yesterday a lengthy patrol mission there when we were looking for one of the Archon priests, and indeed he was eventually found. So let's see, that's locked. It's a weekly featured raid, requires better gear. No, Challenge of the Elders. We don't have that sigil. Weekly Nightfall Strike we can do. Siva Crisis Heroic, Weekly Story Playlist. Okay, all of those can be done. But what's happening there in the reef? Why do we need to go there? Well, just quickly have a look. I see, so it's one of those challenges in the Prison of the Elders. Nah, we're not going to be doing this at the moment. We're off to the Cosmodrome in Old Russia, and we are going to do some patrolling, and therefore we are going to be completing. Yeah, so it is on a harder difficulty level. How's everyone? You guys having a nice and relaxing evening? Are you playing some of the games? Are you just watching my stream on Twitch? What games are you playing at the moment? I'd be interested to hear. Lots of those have come out in the last few weeks. Just Cause 4. Then we had... Excuse me. I'm so sorry about that. It's just couldn't really prevent it from happening.
All patrol beacons are active. Up to you where we go and what fights we want to pick.
One of the games I'm really excited to play as well is Resident Evil 2 Remake, and presently PlayStation 4 is offering us a very nice demo. We are going to be streaming it as well, so beware. I'll let you know when this is going to be, probably likely to be later in the week. And I'm really quite excited to be doing the demo and also engaging with the game when it comes out in January. Lots of people are still playing Fortnite and PUBG, as well as Red Dead Redemption 2 and Call of Duty, Black Ops 4.
Guardian, the city's put out bounties for enemies in the Plague Lands. Clear some hostiles to even the odds.
I think I'll change my weapon. This patrol, I think my hand cannons are a lot more appropriate. So we'll try them. Let's see, which one are we to choose? We have Down and Doubt, which is quite good. We have yeah, Mosaraya. We'll take that one. That's Mosaraya 3, magazine of 9, quick reload. So I really quite like Mosaraya. Where are the enemies? Back up there. Yes, I was right. They keep respawning in this area, and therefore it's much better for me to stay there. So, come on, where are the enemies? just forgot that I changed my subclass, and therefore I didn't have those grenades, and when I used my super, I did not get my golden gun. Doesn't matter really. We want to be building on the skill in that other subclass, and that's what I'm doing at the moment. So hopefully all good. There's in the witch in there. Mind you, they no, they're back there. Never mind, we'll chase that other wizard. Grenade was pretty good. Mission complete.
I'll let Shiro know we've thinned the herd.
Getting another mission in here.
Lock and load, Guardian. I need you to put down some hostiles in your area. Pinging your ghost with details now.
Oh, that was beautiful. I got another splicer key, which is pretty good. Oh, it was a bit quicker than me. Obviously doing the same thing. Well, at least it looked like that. Alright guys, how's everyone? Are you having a good evening in playing games and enjoying your cups of teas? Yunika, are you watching the politics? These enemies are a bit harder to kill because I forgot I'm playing these patrols on a harder difficulty level, but getting there at the end, I think. So what else do we have? We need some other patrols. You know, the idea is to just race those patrols, but then at the end we need to be getting one of those bosses, and they're very hard to find. There are a few other players in here, in the Plaguelands, I can see. Also doing those patrols. He just melted, and that's exactly what I wanted him to do. I'm gonna do that. Okay, so that's been completed.
Updating Shiro. Targets eliminated.
Where are the beacons? don't really want to be doing this before I get another beacon, I don't think. So what is this? Is there a beacon or not? No, it doesn't look like it. Wizard! Yeah, I'm still getting used to the new subclass. I've not been using it on my hunter before. So we'll see how this performs for us, whether it's going to be as good as the other one. If not, we just go back. But the idea is simply to be acquiring new perks and then using all of those 3 subclasses at will whenever we want, wherever we want. So there was another enemy soldier there, hitting me from behind. Perfectly resolved. Keep forgetting, but never mind. I could have used the sniper early on as well, but you know, just testing my hand cannon, which so far performs so well. So you know what? I just realised I've not collected my beacon. And a beacon. Oh. Where's this beacon? There we go.
A splicer machine priest has kicked off a ritual near you. Find the ritual site and drop the priest.
Alright. Splicer priest slain. We need to find that priest. What have you got in here, if anything? All result, which is pretty good. And now we are carrying on. Feels cold out there, right? But not in here. In fact, I could be opening the window a bit as well. Can be hot and stifled. Not too bad, really. Where on earth am I going? I've lost my way. I lost my marbles. Beautiful.
Whatever the machine priest was up to, we stopped it. Or at least most of it. Nice work.
So that was one of the quarantine patrols, I think. Let's have a look. Assassination patrols. Yep, that was one of those. Excellent. So please bear with me. I need to go to the toilet and I'll be back very, very shortly. Here we are, I'm back, and we'll carry on with our missions. To get another beacon. And there it is.
Guardian, are you getting this? I need your eyes. Uploading coordinates to your ghost.
Recon the Devil Splicer's smelting operation, gather intel and report your findings. Well, let's see what these guys are. Well done. So we are to go up this alley and find the way in. The Arkan's Keep, of course. not careful enough. There. Oh, wasted. Still need to go up there. Just want to see my hunter subclass to see whether I'm doing well there. Yeah, not bad. There we are. Came to our destination.
We got it.
Okay, so now we have another beacon. Oh, I've got 5 patrols done there. Kill patrols complete. Okay, that's good. So we have another beacon in there as well, which is not too far. Literally here on the other side. Oh, there.
There's a new SIVA reading pinging from a ritual site not far from this location. Track it down and stop the ritual.
This fortress quarantine supplies the priest needs to be slain. Alright, so I must be up there. Somebody else was assisting me. But I need to find that splice priest.
There are residual Siva readings, but the ritual is done, and we've got one less machine priest in the world.
That's pretty good. I completed one of those bounties as well, so I want to see which one it was. Anti-splice, it said there. Yeah, there it is. Complete patrols in Plaguelands. So that's good. So let me just quickly think what I need to... What do you want? Well, there's some people really not interested in doing co-op at the moment. So let's have a look at what's actually ahead of us. So we have here Moseraya, we have True Sight, flexible size, strong target acquisition, so that's good, we'll put that one on. It's going to be more precise than otherwise. And what I wanted to see was my bounty. Go back to that, yeah, back to the bounty. And we are going to complete that, so we are getting one engram, and we have some reputation points as well, so that's pretty good, going up. Alright, so I need to see where our next beacon is. It does seem to be too close.
Warsat incoming. You see that? I'll link for transmat. You watch our backs.
Ridiculous. I don't really want to do this event at the moment. Okay. Beacon is here.
There's a major threat making a mess somewhere around your location. I'll hit your ghost with the details. Track it down and end it.
Hive target needs to be killed. Assassination patrols. I wonder what's happening in there. We can just join in and have a look. Quite curious to see how many people are watching Destiny at the moment. Seems to be a very quiet community tonight. A lot more quiet than usual. So we need to find that hive target and eliminate it. That's the idea over here. Like to be up here. Stay in cover. No ammunition. careless again and therefore killed. Not particularly good. Wizard is really strong, and I'm not taking necessary care. Don't know why I'm feeling some pain in my back, which is a real pain. Didn't do anything, maybe because I was seated earlier and I was watching politics. What else? Can't think of anything else. Stretch a bit, really, to regain composure. Just bear with me. Alright, there we are. We need to really eliminate that hive target now. It's been causing me some hiccups and killed me even a few times. Looks like the weapon's inadequate. So we'll need to choose another one. Let's see whether they're more pertinent. An answering chord may do the justice. The hand cannon's pretty good, but perhaps too weak for this boss. Okay.
That did it. Target eliminated.
Sounds pretty good. Take a bit of time and trouble, has to be said.
Guardian, I'm receiving a scrambled message from a signal I'm unfamiliar with. That comm signal came in multiple parts. I'm having trouble unscrambling it. There's got to be some way to make sense of it.
The first mystery. What do we need to do in here? not sure why I was allocated this because I didn't pick up any beacons. And that's pretty good as well. But it looks to me like there's hardly anybody watching anything tonight. Very quiet evening, I have to say. Oh, that's the wrong thing to do. Doesn't seem to be too promising, I'm afraid. All very quiet. Maybe I could have skipped it tonight, but I just felt that my stream today was a bit too short, you know, and I really wanted to engage with some of the other community members, because otherwise I had a very, very busy day, and not many people are here tonight, so the question is, where do I need to go? Bunker Triglav. Actually, what on earth am I doing in here? I don't really know. Scene is located with an activity cipher. Try different actions to see what clears it up. Survived it. No, I'm not sure exactly where I need to go because it's not giving me any pointers, and I remember playing that before. And it's a bit confusing. Looks like everything's gone dead in here. This bunker Triglav, so we'll just move away from it. got me so quick. I'm a bit slow. I'm already tired. I don't know what's going on. Just consider days for some reason. Maybe because everything is so quiet over here. I don't know. It's a bit unclear what I need to do. It says like the signal is locked with an activity cipher. Try different actions to see what clears it up. Don't know what is going on in here, really. I really don't. Should be able to finish this though. So difficult to get some beacons in there for some reason. I don't know why. Flying high. I'm trying to find some more beacons. There are a couple of more patrols left in there. I want to complete this and then we'll wrap it up for tonight, because really tonight is completely dead. There's no one in here. I'm going to be playing Destiny. Okay, got another patrol in there.
Guardian, I'm sending you a POI. Survey the location and send back any readings your ghost can map.
I need to go the other way. Go the wrong way. I did go the wrong way. Hold on, I just want to open my window for a bit of fresh air. For some reason I feel really stifled. I don't know why. So it just became quite hot here in my room. The tankers up there, right? So just have to follow the path and we'll get there eventually. I remember this now, I did play that before. Aids the Wades is here. Hello, how are you doing? Good to see you here. Aids is asking, what do you play on PS4? All sorts of games I play. Destiny is my main game for the channel at the moment. Otherwise I play literally everything. On PlayStation now in particular. Just bear with us a second and deal with the enemy, and then I'll respond to your messages. Just bear with us. sorry, you said I gave you a follow and turned on notifications. Well, thank you so much really for following and for joining my community. Tonight we're having a bit of a quiet time, but generally we have lots of veterans and people coming in at all times, and it gets very, very busy. But I'm not sure tonight people are doing something else, so therefore it's very, very quiet. But thank you very much for joining my community, really appreciate that. And you know, when you come back on a busy night, you'll be able to see what's really particularly good is I get a lot of veterans coming in, and then we really can get good discussions flowing, and it's always interesting both for the veterans and newbies alike. Just bear with me, I need to close my window. Aid says, yes, I play Destiny on PS4 as well, but I haven't done any streams because I'm new. No worries. This is a new channel as well. It's been in operation since last August, and Destiny had become really the backbone of the channel, so we had lots of people coming in and supporting Bungie and Destiny. That is Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. Lots of streams so far, and they're really daily streams delivered on a seasonal basis. 8 says, problem is that I'm just in the early ages of double digits, so basically I'm a kid. Alright, no worries. We were all there at one stage. But you know, if you want to be doing streams, then you can just, you know, start from scratch and just build everything from the very beginning. And you'll find that particularly rewarding. Look at Ninja, it did take him 10 years to get to the level where he's at today. He started as a child, really, playing Halo, and then he just went up the ladder. He says that's a relief. Yeah, you know, you start from scratch and then you build it. It takes a long, long while, because I tell you one thing. A lot of people are completely obsessed by the number of followers they get, and because like Instagram and Twitter, it's literally one-click follower. And I can assure you that with streams, it's something completely different. Because what you don't want is to be having droves of followers coming in at once before you build your community. You know, streaming is all about the quality content, connectivity, and communication. So you build your community, you provide quality content, and therefore obviously you get your followers, and then you have really good, very good communication flowing at all times on the channel, and anything which is original and with good connectivity and good communication is drawing attention. And what's also very important is that you actually build your channel around a particular game, the game which you love, the game which is also very popular, the game that has lots of community members and followers. Destiny is one of those, but you know, you have other games like Fallout, you have Fortnite, you have PUBG, you have Call of Duty, Black Ops, you have Elder Scrolls, of course, and you know, there are quite a few other games online with very, very large community of followers. But you know, people do hop from one channel to another, and they'll be looking for something original, something interesting, something that draws their attention. And overall, it's the quality content and the quality of communication. I can certainly tell you that with the great number of veterans that I get here on my channel. You know, we get lots of people viewing the bar streams on YouTube through the archive, and then they use them as walkthroughs. The reason for that is there's several veteran members in here who are very experienced, and then you can like point newbies to things like calcified fragments, you know, the places where they're hidden, or different kind of items and relics which you can collect. So it's ideal for that sort of thing, because really, at the end of the day, online games like Destiny, if played alone, they just don't have the same kind of excitement, and you know, they get much better in every single way when they're done in co-op or indeed with the community members. And the game was originally designed for that sort of thing, because you probably would have noticed if you play Destiny that it doesn't have a tutorial, which means, well, it's quite a complicated game, and the only way you can learn what to do is by playing it online and communicating with your community members, you know. And I had the benefit of getting those veteran community members in very quickly, so I learned in a week what these guys were learning within a year, and that's astonishing. Lots of them told me that, you know, they just played some of the missions literally day and out before they learned how to do certain things. And I think when Destiny 1 came out, Twitch wasn't as developed as it is today, so, you know, it wasn't really connecting people as much, and therefore people really played in various kind of through various budgie forums, and it did take them a bit longer. Just having a look at the messages coming in, just bear with us. Aid says, that's a relief, and I stream on YouTube. Well, that's great. Well, you know, YouTube is a great platform for streaming. In fact,
Picking up fallen chatter.
some of the
We've got trouble headed our way.
in fact, some of the Android games like PUBG and Fortnite can also be streamed through YouTube instantly, which makes it really nice and easy if you're traveling or if you're, you know, like literally on the go. And it is also a great platform for streaming with lots of followers and lots of people coming in at all times. But I have basically my streams on Twitch, but then I use what is it called, Restream, and Restream does it through about 20 different platforms at the same time. So it's this stream literally just siphoned off to many different platforms, and that really works out very, very well. And Aid says that he also had played Battlefield 5. Yul Cabra is here. Hello, Yul Cabra. How are you doing? Thank you so much for using cheers. I really appreciate that. A lot of my community members sometimes forget to use cheers and bits, and they are of absolutely amazing, tremendous support to all of us online entrepreneurs. You know, whenever you use cheers or bits, you contribute financially to the wealth of online community. So, or I should say, to the health of the online community. And there are many, many online entrepreneurs and channel and content creators presently, so that's absolutely wonderful, and thank you so much for using cheers. You know, anybody else want to use cheers, please do. Really appreciate it. I really appreciate that degree of support, so thank you for that. Thank you for that, Yul Cabra. Aids tells me that he also plays Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5 is a brand new game, and it's still attracting you know, lots of followers. Obviously people who play Battlefield games are very familiar, and I've just seen the other day that the developer's also releasing some DLC currently, so it seems very popular. I've not played it yet. In due course, you know, streaming is very time consuming, meaning that when you focus on one game, then many hours every day go really on that game, and therefore the capacity to do anything else is slightly limited. What I do is I focus on one lot of games for my streams, and then the other, which I use for my own gaming pleasure. I better run away, because these guys are going to kill me. AIDS is also using a couple of bits. Thank you so much for that, really appreciate it. You know, this form of support is literally truly rewarding, as everyone, inclusive of people who run Twitch, gets benefits. And as you know, the vast majority of content creators are self-funded, meaning that they're very much dependent on any form of support they get from their community. And so, you know, always very greatly appreciated. You probably would have seen the message underneath, and at the bottom of the screen I have been basically telling all my community members that I'll be running a small pledge campaign for Anthem. Anthem is the one of the most hotly anticipated games to come out of BioWare, and one of the sort of most exciting games of this decade. Industry insiders call it Mass Effect meeting Destiny, and I'm raising funds for that. So I want to be getting the best Platinum Edition prior to its release, basically like a pre-release Platinum Edition, and then we'll be able to do the streams literally from the word go when you start beta testing, and that will be in a couple of weeks. So any form of donations, anything else that comes in, will be used for that purpose alone. Really excited about Anthem, I have to say. Really excited. Anthem is looking amazing on trailers and also on the gameplay which was screened during the E3 conference last year. I have received some clips during last week, and I can tell you that everything seems to have been sort of tweaked and enhanced. It looks much better, a lot more engaging and community friendly. Everything is going to be played in 5 teams of 3. Basically you have choice to play alone or with your community members and friends. And in addition to that, every single section of the game is going to be having matchmaking, and matchmaking will be tailored to a skill. So you won't be ending up with veterans, but actually with people who are also going up the ladder. And that is absolutely amazing. I really can't wait to see the final product. A lot of hype in the industry about Anthem. Some questions and concerns regarding some of the things which were said, but I absolutely have faith in BioWare. I love BioWare, and I think they will deliver as always. Anyone who played Neverwinter, Mass Effect, Jade Empire, or any other big BioWare games will tell you they're absolutely astonishing. Right, I need to sit down for a moment because I'm getting some pains in my back. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. Felt perfectly fit and healthy early on, but maybe it's the temperature here. Thank you, AIDS, for using full. Thank you for your support. And thank you to everyone who's supporting this channel. To all of my community members for your contributions and input. Tonight we are having a very exceptionally quiet night, but overall the channel is generally very busy. So, you know, depends on the day, depends on what goes on overall. Nah, this guy came here. Right, I really need to see where I need to be surveying this tanker. And I want to complete this mission and then put everything to bed. I'm just feeling a bit tired. I really didn't do anything at all today, much. So I don't know what the tiredness is about. I think probably to do with hot air we generated here in my flat. And maybe it's a change of temperature or something, I don't know. No, we'll take a better position here and then try to snipe some of these guys. Now, when we want to hit them, they've gone away. Look at that. I got him, alright. And I got that one as well. So they were causing me some major headaches. Aid says, I'm trying to help people with low views or followers the most so they can think positively, if that makes any thought sense at all. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, streaming is a very, very time-consuming and very tiring type of activity, and I think people generally do have a false image of what streaming actually is whilst watching some of the YouTube videos and ads and all that. In order to build a channel of a few thousand followers, one really has to spend a lot of time and indeed invest a lot of thought on how to do it. And you will see that the vast majority of people who are serious streamers would have been building their channel over quite a few years. And indeed, what's most important is that the community members come in and all of them are attached to a particular title. So like in this case, you have the vast majority of people here coming to my channel who are both Bungie lovers and Destiny fans, or you could say Destiny veterans, people played it for quite a few years. So basically, if you have 20 of those people coming every day and discussing Destiny world activities, the type of quality content and the quality discussion is going to be drawing attention from all the other viewers. And then algorithms pick this up and you get lots of followers. But remember, the most important thing is quality content and the quality of your community. It's not down to the numbers, it's down to the quality. I think this is where people get it wrong. I had some absolutely amazing sessions, with 10 people coming in who absolutely love Destiny, and then they would draw a lot of attention from other viewers. People would team up for various fire teams. They would decide on what to do when playing the next raid. They'd hook up, they would kind of buddy up and all of that. So it's a truly wonderful experience. And also Destiny through Bungie does have a very large community of formerly Halo followers, I should say, of people who were into Halo for quite a few years. And that makes a very big difference, because Halo was played for 10 plus years, 15 plus years in fact, and the community is very similar. It's very supportive, it's very focused, and it's full of people who are sticking to the same game for many months and years to come, which makes it very interesting, very knowledgeable, and highly experienced. Aid says, I just started Destiny, sadly. Well, it's never too late or too early. Destiny is a game that will remain literally with us for many years. It's already been around for roughly 4.5 years, and everyone who's played it since the beginning will tell you it's one of the most amazing, most immersive open world stroke FPS games ever made. Aid says, I was a pro at Halo. That's fantastic. You're like Ninja. Ninja was, as a child, playing Halo, and he just went up the ladder, and you could see how far he got. He's one of those most popular streamers on the planet. Don't know whether he watched Game Awards, but he was there, and it did take him about 10 years to build everything. But I think his popularity, if I'm not mistaken, started with his Halo participation. Aid says, yes, I've played Battlefield series for years. Really? How many years? I think Battlefield's been around for about 4 or 5 years, right? Perhaps longer. Battlefield is a great game. I've not played Battlefield 5, but the trailers and all I received has been really good. And I like FPS war games and tactical shooters, So I really look forward to jumping in at some point. Well, I will not be able to do that since you were 3. That is pretty hardcore. You played Battlefield since you were 3? That's astonishing. I mean, honestly, I've heard people saying I played Super Mario when I was like 2. Not even, I said 5. I've never heard anyone saying they play that sort of game at the age of 3. 8 says it's just the realistic movements that make the games good. Yeah, yeah. It's the quality graphics. It's playability, you know. And also what's important is that the content is not really repeated frequently, because with some of the games you get the same mission that is not changing on replay, and this is not the case with games like Destiny. Why didn't he die? Look at that. Right, I'm talking... 8 says he played it for 8 years. He says he is 11 now. Eight says my first Battlefield game was Battlefield 42 and Battlefield Bad Company. Yeah, Battlefield Bad Company was on Xbox. I did play a bit of it a little while back. But the trouble today, you know, with some of those blockbusters is that they're absolutely massive. So think, if you play Destiny, Elder Scrolls and Fallout, you have absolutely no space and time for anything else because they're massive games, you know? But also what I find particularly good is that you can join Game Pass or PlayStation Now, and then you can play these games whenever you like, wherever you are. Wherever you like. And makes it nice and easy to have everything saved online. You can have a pause, you can play for a while, you can get back to it, you know? It is amazing. I actually talked earlier on today about Beyond Two Souls, which I played in the last few weeks. And I played on PlayStation Now, and I played it through the stream. Didn't even download it. Well, I remember the days where I had to be queuing up, you know, like before midnight to get certain games, and these days are long gone. Presently we can just simply download and order special editions and platinum editions and everything online, and in fact in most cases they're even better than physical products, because if there's any kind of glitch or error, you report it to the developer and then it's all sorted with updates, and that is incredible. You would not believe how difficult it was in the early days of video games when they were played on computers and PCs, because you would buy, you have, let's say, a particular kind of PC, you go and buy a new game which is allegedly for a PC, and then the system you have on your PC wouldn't support the game, so you spent like £50 or, you know, $60, and the game just simply wouldn't load. And the answer was, well, this game simply is not going to be loading, and therefore nothing can be done. I had quite a few of those. This was a while back though. It says yes, and you didn't need to install the game files back in the day. Well, dependent on the game. You know, you'd have games on CDs, and then some content would be installed on your PC, and the other was literally just played off the CD. So, you know, very much dependent on what, you know, what game you were doing, basically. This wicked thing doesn't want to die. It's just ridiculous. I can tell you 2 of the biggest games I had on my PC, right? They were Take-Two games. One was called Black Dahlia, and the other was called Ripper. And those games came on, I think, either 6 or 9 CDs, and at that time that was just simply sensational. If you have time, you can go to YouTube and just type Black Dahlia walkthrough, or just Black Dahlia, and then you will get the entire game played, you know, be able to see what that game was about. It was absolutely amazing. It was a proper big interactive film, which also had lots of puzzles, and you know, different things which you had to do. And astrological puzzles in both of those games basically killed it because they were impossible to decipher. And both the graphics and the story were literally amazing for that era. Very, very big games in those days. Very big games. Well, they're not big compared to, you know, Destiny and Elder Scrolls Online, but in the 90s they would have been considered phenomenal. So check them out. Black Dahlia and Ripper. If you're familiar with Black Dahlia's story, or they call it like a myth or legend, everything is in that game, you know, from the politics, what's it called, Hollywood mysteries and scandals, to the basic kind of gameplay. So all together, really truly amazing. Still have it, like in a big box. All the DVDs, all the CDs came together with a game. You know, I'm sort of talking and to a degree forgetting about my task, and the task is to have this tanker surveyed. So surveying the tanker is the priority, and this should be happening, if I'm not mistaken, up here. Or not. So what is happening in here? Why is it that I am not able to do what needs to be done? Does anyone know? So I'm moving away from my target. Maybe I need to go up there, I don't know. Do I need to go up there? Possibly. But just when I thought that the patrols were going to be done really swiftly, this is turning out to be a major drag. Wow. So rewarding to get this very, very nice, clean headshot and then get the enemies to the knees. So I'm wondering what else do I need to do here? So I need to go up there. Then I need to go up here as well. Let's see. Alright, let's go up and find out whether it is going to be possible to jump over. 8 says he had to be going to the loo. No problem at all. Yes, I'm going up to the top of the building and hopefully I'll be able to get across. Unlock with splicer key, which is what I've done. It's very good. And then it tells me that I need to go the other way, which is annoying. What is this? Like a public event? Aid says, I like it when I can actually have a conversation with someone without feeling worthless. No problem, you can always come back to my channel. And we can always talk about video gaming and, you know, gaming related stuff. And you will never feel worthless. And also when you talk to other veteran members in here, the Destiny veterans, you'll be able to get a lot of skill and knowledge from everything they say, you know. Some of the guys are really knowledgeable on video gaming and Destiny. Matthias is one of our community members from the US, was here earlier today and he was guiding me to Castle Fragments. And we had really a session of about a couple of hours, which is just extraordinary. Aid says that he gets bullied a lot. Unfortunately, that does happen in schools quite a lot nowadays, and I'm very sorry to hear that. But for anyone who comes to my channel, you know, they'll tell you that I have zero tolerance, and that means like a big zero tolerance towards any form of bullying, abuse, or any nonsense. And if when you enter chat, you would have been given that message saying what's not allowed here. And everyone, I mean the vast majority of people respect it, you know. Aid says he's from Scotland. Well, that's terrific. I thought you were from the US for some reason, I don't know why. There's another community member called, has a similar sort of nick, you know, so I thought you might have been related one way or the other. Whereabouts in Scotland are you? Aid says it's very bad in Scotland, meaning bullying. Well, I'm very sorry to hear that. That indeed is most worrying for all of us Brits to hear that there's so much bullying in schools. Quite frankly, I don't know what I'm doing in here. I need to be surveying this tanker and so where is the key point? Aid says because everyone is violent so much that they break bones or force people to do things they don't want to. That is absolutely awful. Well, aren't there any repercussions for people who are attempting to do such vile acts? Kate says, which is sad, but I'll get away from it someday. You certainly will. You certainly will. I just hope that video gaming, and particularly online video gaming, provides you with some degree of respite, and indeed that the community which is present here can obviously offer you additional means of support. I need to work out what to do. Aid says that pretty much every bully does it. where do I need to go? Let me think. Okay, and it seems to be up this way. Okay, we'll jump up here. I see. Well, that is ridiculous. It really is. I have to get all the way up here to get this surveyed.
Good work.
8 says, but there's another part you don't want to hear. So basically I need to be going where now? I need to be going back to... Okay. Alright. No worries. Oh, that's pretty good. Some good action, but actually I need to get another beacon, and let's see, still 3 more patrols to complete. I better hurry because it's already getting on and it's my bedtime, so... No, that's too far, it's like 200 meters. And what's this one? Hang on. This one? 80 meters, 77. So let's have a look. Oh, it's done there. Okay. My di-
The Splicers treat Siva like a holy relic. They worship it. Hit the active ritual site and eliminate their machine priest.
Okay, so we've got the machine priest that needs to be eliminated. Okay, conducting that Siva ritual. There we go. Am I going to be able to survive here? Hopefully. No, it's the time to get up. Just playing my game seated for a little while, but as you know, I always play my game standing. Makes it much easier for me to maintain the back pain. Right, so Splicer Priest needs to be slain. We are progressing. Yeah, I got him. He was really hitting me from behind, and I didn't pay too much attention, which was really not very good. Oh, there's a chest. Must have been... There must have been a trap which I didn't spot or something, I don't know. This is a good perk, in fact, and I've not been using it before, and I've seen other people use it. So that's pretty good. I want to see what the perk is. That's called Shadow Shot. So that's cool. Higher jump, double jump. Okay, we'll take that. And we've got another one there as well. Another upgrade. Oh, we got another upgrade in there as well. Alright. And that is increased strength, increased discipline. Can't really because I don't have... What is it that I'm missing? Spin metal. I need one more spin metal to be able to do that. Alright. Okay, so... Restore the... Oh, it's not, oh, I need to finish this and we're gonna have 13 patrols completed. Taking in a lot longer than expected. Oh, the priest is going to be here for certain. No. I'll go the other way. The priest. It must be.
Whatever the machine priest was up to, we
That's
stopped,
pretty good.
or at least most of it.
So we have what? 2 more patrols. Wait a minute. Plaguelander completed. Okay, so it's just literally 2 more patrols, so we'll do it really quickly. And then I can go back. I got enough spin metal now to upgrade. And we can put then increase discipline. That. Let's see. Infuse. No, legendary marks I'm missing. I don't have many enough legendary marks, and that's annoying. That is annoying. Okay. So we just simply need to find 2 more patrols.
Resources we can use. Resources that may help us understand the Plaguelands. Grab what you can, Guardian.
Okay, biograph just needs to be collected. So just a few more. Splice the key I got. Wonderful. Come on, where are these enemies? I really want to wrap it up rather quickly. Getting a bit tired. Hasn't been a long day though, but you know. No. Plaguelands. You always find something else that you've never seen before. Oh, I've got it. Okay.
Great work.
So just one more. Okay, that's the last one.
I've got requests for all kind of contraband, Guardian. Think you can get what I need?
Sins of the Fallen. Yeah, should be nice and easy. See if actuators collected. That's pretty good, 67% already. Come on, let's go back. There should be some other enemies up here. It's been a quiet evening, I have to say. Very quiet. Surprisingly so for one of those weeknights. Usually we get lots of people coming in on a weeknight. Fridays and Saturdays are less so, but definitely on a weeknight. Spin metal. So, oh no, we still have to collect a few more by the looks of it. I thought it was finished, but one of the other quests, which was completed, so we'll have to see. Which one was that? I'm quite curious. Songs from the Void. I see. I experience breeds excellence. And what would that be? Get points from kills with void abilities in any activity. Okay. Maybe. Hang on. I'm going to be getting some... No, these bounties are not getting that. I should have really taken some other bounties for void abilities. Okay, I'll pick them up next time. Doesn't matter. We're doing everything good. So where are they? Oh, there they are.
That should do it. I'll let Shiro know we got what he needed. Let's keep moving.
Yep, so that's all cool. We still have some noble deeds to be performed, but we can do that next time. So let me see. We need to talk to Shiro. No. Is this upgrade as well in there? Bloodbound. Enemies explode when killed. Damage to 10 enemies is shared to all. Shadow shot. Oh, I see. I see. We can use all of those skills. So they're very good. Night Stalker, very good subclass. Okay, so we need to go and speak to Shiro in the Iron Temple. And Banshee in the tower. Okay. So in order to finish our session for tonight, we are going to go firstly to the Iron Temple, and then we go to the tower, enjoy the view, and bring everything to a close. So that's the plan. So just bear with me. I need to do something before we proceed, so I will be back in 30 seconds. There we are, I'm back, and we are going to be flying to the Iron Temple first. In order to talk to one of our friends there. We need to collect, well, we need to complete 2 missions, 2 quests, which excuse me, we need to complete those 2 quests by visiting our friends, so that's the idea, and then we are coming to the end of this session.
Guardian?
Shiro is then there, I believe, so we'll go and speak to him first.
You here to fight or scout? The newest Iron Lord graces us with his light.
This corrupted land, keep fighting, Guardian. Welcome back, Guardian, says Shiro, and by that we have completed the quest. Legendary engrams, legendary marks. We've got 10 legendary marks, so that's pretty good. Because you know what? We have to reinfuse our... what was it? Yeah. $351, what is going to be? Punishment is here. Hello, Punishment 145. How are you doing? Punishment is asking, do you want to stream Destiny 2? Unfortunately, sir, I am about to close my broadcast. I've been broadcasting for a while, and it's basically my bedtime, so I will not be able to broadcast anything after I finish this bit. I will be resuming with my daily streams tomorrow, so you can join me early in the day or indeed in the afternoon, and then we'll be able to have a look at it. But at the moment I will be focused on Destiny 1 rather than Destiny 2, so I'm afraid I will not be able to stream Destiny 2 tonight. Sorry about that. I'm coming to the end of my broadcast for tonight. But I thank you for obviously coming to my channel, and I thank you for offering to participate. Always appreciate it. So that's completed. Defeat Fallen.
See any splicers? Tell them I said hi. Till next time, Guardian.
Yeah. Okay, so let's quickly have a look if there's anybody else who wants to talk to us here. It looks like there are.
I am authorized to assist you with
We have Postmaster.
So many messages lost.
Postmaster has... Ah. Well, I'm afraid our time zones are very, very different. Special weapon engram. Secondary weapon. It's even legendary. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll have a look at fusion rifle is 349. Okay, this fusion rifle is not legendary, so we can really dispense with it. And we can obviously take this engram now.
Transfer.
So that's good. We acquired it.
Bye.
Yeah, the tricky thing is that we operate in various time zones, you know. And for instance, Matthias joined me today, and I think it was about 2 o'clock in the afternoon for me, and for him it was literally just after 7 o'clock in the morning. And he's based in the US as well, so...
Are you here to help?
Good afternoon, madam. I have some engrams to decode. Will you be able to provide us with this service?
Let it lead your curiosity far.
This looks awesome.
It's seen more years than most of us.
Ending strides.
I hope you can appreciate what you have now.
I think the weapon I just got is going to be very good. It's a shotgun. Yeah. This is a very good shotgun. That's terrific. Cam's razor. So that's terrific. And what's this? Sniper rifle 354. Well, we know what we'll do. We are going to infuse this sniper rifle to 354. So that's terrific. Going up in light, 350 already. And if there's anything else, 325. Can I infuse that? Ah, we don't have enough of those materials for that to be done, unfortunately, so I cannot do that. Sidearm. Where's my sniper rifle? Here. 347. 51. Wait a minute. Why is that? 349, 343, 350, 354. That's right. That is what we wanted to have. 354 attack points. And in here we have 351. No, we certainly shall upgrade. Good. Excellent. So that is 351 light going up. And then here we have 351, that's 352, 340, 353. Well, that's very good. 351 in light. 340, 353, maybe. Have a look at the pack. Shotgun ammunition, rocket launch ammunition. Okay, and what's the other one? Well, what we can do certainly is we can swap these ones, and then we can't really. You'll have to wait for a little while. I was just trying to raise my light levels, and I'm not successful in that at the moment.
We're grateful for the help.
Thank you, madam. I shall be back after another hard battle. Fear God on the King.
It falls to the Guardians now.
And now we are going to go back to orbit, and then we'll go back to the tower, talk to Banshee, and then bring this session to a close. There we are. Proceeding nicely to the tower. We had a very, very good evening tonight. We started with our session a bit later than usual. I played lots of patrols, and even 2 missions, 2 quests have been fully completed, and we are just literally finalizing on that at the moment. quite like to see all the quests wrapped up, but in Destiny that does take a little while. And whenever I wrap up 2, the other 3 spring up. So there's always something to do, and that's very, very good and exciting for anyone who's a dedicated, hardcore, long-time Destiny veteran stroke player. There we are, up in the air, looking from high above and looking at our beloved planet. Of course, that's the Earth. So once we get to the tower, we'll talk to Banshee. There we are, proceeding. And we are now back to the tower in our splendid new outfit. But you see, there's somebody else who wants to talk to us. Let's see who that is. Probably one of the faction guys. Or maybe we'll get another ship. Who knows? Yeah, that's correct. So still with our faction. There we are. Future War Cult is our current faction.
Hunter.
Rank up. Your rank with this faction has increased. Your strength will secure a victorious future. We are grateful. Lakshmi. So we are going to go for Future War Cult Chroma. We got Asteroid Cloak, Spectre Infinite Mask, Might of Light and Strange Queen. So that looks awesome. Let's see, that is 352 defense. Well, of course we are taking that. And what was the other? Cloak. 354. Of course we'll take that cloak. This is Astrolord Cloak, giving us massive discipline strength, increases the upgrade rate for pulse rifles, increases your vanguard reputation gains as well. So very good indeed. We are keeping that one on. And just quickly have a look here. There's nothing else for us to take. Indeed, sir. We shall meet again after another hard battle. Farewell, my friend.
Looking for gear?
Looking for gear? Who's he? I thought he was going to be selling us something, but actually that may not be necessary. There we are, branches up there.
Shuttle to Tower Base drops in 13 minutes.
Told him. New day, new gun.
Songs from the Void. Nova Mortis is a weapon of the Void. It will take powerful energy to infuse it. We are almost there, but we are going to need a more concentrated form of Void energy to fully infuse the core. Hive might work.
That'll work.
So we get new step. Waking Nova Mortis. Defeat a Hive Abomination in the Abomination Hang on. Just disappeared so quickly. Defeat the Hive Abomination in the Abomination Heist Strike on the Moon. So that is going to be our next mission. But you know what? That mission is not going to be happening tonight because we had finished with everything we wanted to do on Tuesday night. Farewell, sir. I shall be back after another hard-fought battle fear God and honor the king.
Check the suppressor. It's not working.
So this is all done and dusted, and really, as always, we are now proceeding to the terrace. We are going to be standing in here for a little while, enjoying our view at the end of our hard-working day. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for coming tonight, for joining our session, for discussing things with me, for providing me and other community members with your tips and helpful directions. I'm very grateful that all of you were here. It was a bit of a quieter session than usual for a weeknight, but still had lots of good chats and indeed a lot of interesting action. First and foremost, I wish to thank Aids the Wades and also Yul Cabra. Yul Cabra and Aids the Wades were using cheers and bits in order to support my stream and in order to support all the other online Twitch entrepreneurs. So thank you from the bottom of my heart to those two community members. These two community members are Yul Cabra and Aids the Wades. Thank you so much for that. By using bits and cheers, you're supporting myself personally and this channel, as well as the rest of the online Twitch community of streamers. So thank you for that. Really appreciate it. And indeed, we've come to the end of our broadcast for tonight. I will be resuming with our Destiny exploration tomorrow. We are going to have 2 sessions tomorrow, one morning and the other in the evening. And I really very much look forward to seeing you all there again in our Destiny universe. Thank you so much for coming, and I wish you all a very, very good night.